better mommy why. Yeah, better mommy why. The masipa. Before your best chance, you know. I say yeah, your daily routine. We make a crack. Aye. Yes, I'm going to be more. I'm going back on count. Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might find yourself. This is ABNGO TV. This morning I'm here to educate us about nutrition or food. Okay, this video will be in two parts, one in English, one in Twi, but I'll do more in the Twi. So those of you who don't understand Twi, you can bear with me, okay? You can put your comment on the comment section below, okay? When you come, please tap and share the video for others to also enjoy. This morning, or this afternoon, or this evening, wherever you might find yourself in this world, I'm here to educate us a little bit about food that we consume every day. What am I talking about? It's about nutrition, okay? Because I've seen so many sicknesses and diseases going on around. It started way back. It's not today, but it's because of, or as a result of the food we have been consuming, especially the carbs. Okay, carbs, the carbohydrate food. They are not good for us. Okay, so let me, as you can see, this man, his name is Congo Watu. Congo Watu. If you want to find more, please go to his page. His page link is on the, under the comment section over there, so you can just tap it and go to his page and learn more. Okay, I've learned so much about this man, or from this man, and although I've not spoken with him before, but whatever I've learned from him so far, I've practiced it and it's working. Okay, that's the more reason why I'm here to testify and also let you know what's up. Okay, so who am I? I'm Abengo, as you all know. I was born in GH, Ghana, and I was also introduced to this carbs because we term it as staple food, but in actual sense, they are not good for us, okay? Because the sins our mothers committed, okay? That is what we are paying for up till now. What am I saying? What I'm saying is that when our mothers got pregnant with us, okay, as we were in her womb, okay, we were looping from whatever she was consuming, right? So if our mothers eat right, that means we are also going to eat right. But when our mothers decided not to eat right and they forgot everything about nutrition, okay, and it has led us to where we are today. Now, diseases, ailments, and sicknesses rampant everywhere, okay? Because we all know that when you consume high carbohydrate food, okay, the end product is what? Sucrose or sugar. What does sugar do in our bodies? They don't do anything for us except energy that they will give to us, okay? And that energy, we don't need it. We don't need that energy at all in our body, okay? Because the healthy food that we should be eating were eggs, meat, fish, avocados, milk. I'm not talking about processed milk. I'm talking about raw milk from the cow, from goat or sheep or any other, right? Fat from animals. I'm talking about fat from animals, okay? So they've lied to us that you can get fat from anywhere, There's no milk in plant-based stuff. There is no milk in plant. Please, there is no milk in plant. I'm begging you. Those of us, especially our brothers and sisters who are into veganism, vegans, okay? They are suffering. I'm telling you, vegans are suffering because I was once a vegan before. I became a vegan because I was also lied to for so many years. Until this man, Kongo Atu, okay, opened my eyes. And I'm also here to open your eyes as well, okay? Because our body needs fat. If I talk about fat, I'm not talking about white fat, okay? ADP. I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about brown fat, okay? What is ADP? ADP simply means adipose tissue, okay? Or white adipose tissue. W-A-T, okay? White adipose tissue. This white adipose tissue, what does it do? Or where do we gain this stuff from? We get this stuff from all the carbs or the carbohydrate food that we consume, especially maize, millet, sorghum, cassava, yam, and all that, okay? And they are not good for the human beings. They are not good for us. I'm telling you, okay? And when we also talk about brown fat, because listen, we have two types of fat in our body. Two fat, okay? These two fats consist of the white fat and the brown fat, okay? So the white fat, we get white fat from carbohydrate food that we consume. Like I gave you the examples, okay? And we get brown fat from what? Animals' fat, like animals, okay? That is what I'm talking about. So that's where we get our brown fat from, okay? So one will ask, what is brown fat and what is white fat? White fat is basically what? Fat that we get from what? Consuming carbohydrate food or high carbohydrate what? Food. Okay, this one is about nutrition. Okay, no one is your savior. You are your own savior. You are your own doctor. Okay, the body, our bodies, okay, are the temple of God. So what do we have to do? We have to keep it holy. We don't have to destroy this body, right? Okay, So, white fat, like I said, white fat does what? It stores energy, okay, or calories in large droplets. That is what white fat does, making up most body fat, while brown fat burns energy to produce what? Heat. That's thermogenesis, okay? So, vital for warmth, containing more mitochondria and UCP. Okay, so what is mitochondria? We all went to school, we studied about science, the human body, physics, biology, chemistry, and all that, right? So the mitochondria in our body is basically, it's like an engine in our body, okay? The more you consume high carbohydrate food, okay, the mitochondria cease to work. It doesn't work again. Okay, the mitochondria doesn't work again. So in order for us, our mitochondria to work, for us to get the benefit of the food that we consume every day, we need what? Brown fat. We don't need white fat. Okay, so every woman or any other lady who suffers from infections, okay, it means that the white fat in your body is more than the brown fat. Okay, you don't have to suffer from infections. Okay, the ladies or the women, they know what I'm talking about. Even the men, we also suffer the same fate. Okay, don't know what's going on up with my Instagram. Okay, so it means that your white fat is more than your brown fat, which in actual sense, the brown fat in you should be more than the white fat. Because when you go to GH or in Africa, for instance, we call it staple food, but in actual sense, they are not. Cassava, yam, maize, millet, and what have you. They are not staple food because they've done harm. They've done more harm to human beings. Okay, because when we lost our way and we started doing what? Trying to imitate the animals. Okay, because all those food are food for what? Animals. Okay, human beings don't have 4 chambers. Stomach. Our stomach is not 4 chambers. It's only animals, ruminant. Human beings, we are not. We don't have 4 chambers. All right? So the food that are meant for the animals, we should give it to the animals, and in return, what do? We eat the animals. But someone will also ask, so if the animals eat this and they will get this, when we also eat it, we will get it? No. Our gut system wasn't designed for that. Okay? Our gut system wasn't designed for that. Mind you, human beings, we don't have what? Gizzard. Like the chicken or the bird does. We don't have gizzard. We don't. So, food like rice, maize, corn, and all that are meant for what? The bird. Chicken, duck, and all that. Okay? They are meant for those. And in return, we have to eat or kill the chickens and eat it, so we get what? Enough nutrients. Okay? Enough nutrients. Right? Okay. So those of you who are in the diaspora, especially my people, most of them, when it's cold, they are running away. When the sun comes, they are also running away. Why? Why do you have to run away? Everything that we are running away from, they are in us. Everything we are running away from, they are in us. Okay? The moon or the cold that you are running from is your mom. All right? The sun is what? Your dad or your father. So we have to go back to them. All right? Especially when you go to Africa, okay? If a child is suffering from, jaundice, in the 90s, what were we doing? What are our mothers doing? They would just take the child and show him to his father, the son. And the jaundice, everything is gone. Because when it comes, when you're affected with jaundice or something like that, your eyes, you can see everything is in your eyes, all right? So when your mom show you to your father, that is the son, all right? Because the son represents the blood in our body. The son represents the blood. In our local dialect, we say, moja, meaning blood. But we even lost it. It's no moja, it's wumuja. Wumuja, the fire in you. The fire in what? In you. That is the blood. That represents the sun. All right? So, you can do so many stuff, all right, to get this, okay? Eat well, my brothers and sisters. Eat well. You are what you ate yesterday. Because if you eat well, it will show on your face. Even in your eyeballs, it has to show. If you don't eat well, as you know, things will not go well for you. Where will you end up? Going to the hospitals. Okay? When the hospitals were not in motion, as in the early 80s and 90s, what were we doing? We were falling back on what? The food that we've been consuming. All right? I'm talking about, because wherever you find yourself or the location you find yourself, whether you find yourself in the coastal areas, what do? We're fishermen. Okay? They go to the sea, the rivers, the lakes, they catch all the fishes, and the fishes contains more omega-3 fatty acid. All right? And the human body needs omega-3. It doesn't need omega-6. Omega-6 fatty acid, you can get it from the groundnuts and all this plant-based, all right? And we don't need it. We don't need them. We need omega-3, okay? Especially you can find some in sardines, in olive oil, not canola oil, olive oil, okay? And I'm also going to show you the kind of oils that you should be consuming or use in your daily food. All right? So as you move on, just bear with me, okay? So the white fat and the brown fat, as I told you, the white fat will store energy, okay? And it will give you energy. So if you eat high carbohydrate food, what does it do? The maximum time it can use to digest is like almost 8, okay? 8 to maybe 4 hours time. And after that, you'll be craving for another food, in which in actual sense, you don't need it, all right? But when you consume high proteins, food like eggs, meat, chicken, and all that, beef, patty, and all that you have, okay? Raw milk, okay? It digests early, and it gives you what? Heat in your body. It means that the blood in you, or the sun, okay? You are introducing yourself to your father, all right? We didn't get the memo. We're all lost, because when they gave us the 6 food groups, the carbs were on top, which in actual sense, it shouldn't be. And the proteins were down there, okay? In actual sense, proteins should come on top, because when we all went to school, okay, we were taught about all these things, right? And the food that will give you so much is the egg, because it contains 22 amino acid. You can get all the vitamins and everything in it. aside from vitamin C that you cannot get from eggs. All right? You cannot get vitamin C from eggs. So where do we get our vitamin C? When you show yourself to your father, which is the sun, all right, it will give you what? Vitamin D, and it will break it down to give you what? Vitamin C. All right, this is science, pure science. All right. If you don't believe me, you can do your own research. All right, because Congo once said, truth is an experience, okay, not an information. Truth is an experience, not an information. Meaning that if I give you information, or if he gives you the information and you don't try it yourself, you can't get any experience from it. Right? Yes. That is how it is. So, maswashwe, ena minim ne wom, ena meyede, meka achirawo. Nti meka achirawo a men si mechindie. Se opa mama simple what experiment to do on your own self. Okay? Because the human body consists of what? Electrolyte, magnesium, and all that. We have it in our body. Okay? In actual sense, the amniotic fluid that we're in when we're in our mother's bellies. What is that? I don't know. And if any the electrolytes, I don't know. You bibia wum the dada. Sodium, magnesium, bibia wum the dada. And when we're in our mother's womb, what were we doing? We were looping. All right. When we're looping, meaning when our mothers eat any food that they consume, we also take it from there, right? So when you were born, or when we were all born onto this earth or this planet earth, all right, the amniotic fluid didn't leave us. Where did it go? On top. It's in our head. That is what the brain is sitting. The brain is sitting in what? Seawater. All right? You can do this experiment, okay? When you are urinating, just try and taste some of your urine. I know people will be saying, what are you talking about? Yes, it's your own urine. And it's not sin. Just taste it and see. When you taste it, it's salty, right? Where does that salt come from? It came from here. So if you are losing more electrolytes in you, please try as much as possible to replace that electrolyte. That is the salt. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? So if you are even drinking water, you can put a pinch of salt in your water and drink it. All right? To replace the lost electrolyte that is going out from your body. Because when the electrolyte finish, okay, in your brain, that is where diseases or sicknesses try to visit you. All sorts of sicknesses. Diabetes, stroke, name them. Hepatitis and what have you. They are all there. They will come. And you cannot run away from it. Okay? You can't. You cannot run away from it. So please, try as much as possible, okay, to consume more proteins. Okay? I know my people back in Africa, most of them will say, we don't have money to buy this and we don't have money to buy that. Please. Egg is not that expensive. Egg. The fish is expensive. I understand, because our people, our leadership or our leaders are not, in fact, they don't even know what is going on. All right? And we can't depend on them. That's what I said. You are your own daughter. You are your own everything. All right? Nobody is responsible for your salvation. You are responsible for your own salvation. All right? So you should know the truth. And it will set you free. And that is what I'm doing. All right? Okay, because me, I don't remember the last time I went to the hospital. Trust me, I don't. I'm not saying hospitals are not good. All right, they are good, but for emergency situations, even in the olden days back in Africa, our mothers, when they were pregnant, because they knew what to eat and what to consume, okay, there were no hospitals. There were no hospitals anywhere. So tell me, how were they able to give birth? And they were not dying. They were not. Until we started consuming this high carbohydrate food, that now we are all suffering. Right? Yes, I'm telling you. In the olden days, one woman can give birth to close to like 10 kids. 10. Without going to the hospital, because there were no hospitals. 10. What were they doing? They were eating right, the right food. Okay? Fish, meat, egg, raw milk. They were grounding as well. They were grounding. Now, if you tell someone to go and ground, he will tell you, what are you talking about? I don't know what is grounding. It simply means walk barefooted. Walk what? Barefooted. Introduce yourself to your mother. The earth is the Lord. Okay, the universe is mental. Please. The universe is mental. The earth is the Lord. Everything is coded in the Bible. Yet, my people, because they read with their what? Their heart and not their brain. They read blindly and they don't even understand and they don't get it. When you're trying to enlighten them too, it becomes problematic. Why? Why? So, please, try as much as possible to inculcate all these proteins in your diet. Someone will say, oh, when we are eating fufu or pounded yam or rice or beans, please, they even lie to us that beans contains what? Proteins. It's a lie. Because, tell you what, beans doesn't digest in your system. It doesn't digest in your gut. It goes straight to your colon, and the colon is very short. That is where fermentation takes place. And we don't need them. I was also once, eating all those stuff because, I was lied to. And I took it as vodka because my favorite food was banku and okra stew. And if I don't have it, I do what? Eat rice. Rice wasn't something I liked much, but rice, yam. And look, rice, yam, and maize, okay? When you eat them, what does it do? They spike your insulin. They spike your insulin, and we don't need them. We don't need them in our gut system. We don't. We don't need them. So try and change. Show yourself to your father, which is the sun. I know the people in the diaspora, most of them right now is winter, so it's not good. But look, whatever the sun gives you, okay, the cold also gives it to you as well. Just that they are in two different heat conditions, okay? But they give you the same thing, okay? When you do cold showers or cold bath, what does it do? The electrons in you spins. Because we have 77 trillion of cells, okay, in our body. And each of them does so many and wonderful stuff for us that we don't even know. Okay? Because when you take cold showers, I've tried it myself. And it works. After the cold shower, oh my God. You feel the sensation. Okay? The heat will be coming out from you. Alright? Because you've made the electron to what? To spin. So keep the fire burning. The fire burning. The blood. Keep it burning. Keep it burning. Okay? When you fall sick, it means the fire in you is down. That is why you are feeling sick. Okay? But when the blood is hot every day, you don't fall sick. This is practical stuff. You can do it for your own self. Because truth is an experience, it's not an information. All right? Do it. I've done it. I've practiced it for almost 4 months. And trust you me, look, if it wasn't good, I wouldn't be here telling you to go the same tangent. Okay? I know people will be saying, blood group, what should we eat? What should we eat? Please. The animals don't indulge themselves in blood group nonsense. Okay? It's a myth. Okay, I know someone will say my blood group or my blood type, someone is O positive, someone is O negative, AB, A negative, and B whatever. Look, if you eat right, it doesn't matter. If you eat proteins-based food, it doesn't matter the blood group or blood type that you are. I know the blood group O positive people have more acid in their gut system. I understand that, but this is what I'm saying, okay? Mine is different, all right? But when I tried this proteins-based food, that's the food I'm on. For 4 months now, I'm going to 5 months, okay? I also had doubt. I didn't believe it because they've lied to me for so many years, and I accepted it, and it's like, when the truth came out from Congo Watu, I was thinking, what is this man talking about? Because I've practiced this thing for so many years, and it's like, yeah, that's what my mind is what abreast or known. So when the truth hit me, I knew this man was telling me the truth, but something in me was like, no, because I've practiced this for so many years. Okay, sometimes sicknesses and diseases along the way. Okay, and when you go even to the hospitals, what do? They say you need infusion. What did they infuse in your blood? Salt water. This thing they will not tell you. I know this thing I'm talking about. They can even take it down. Because I don't control YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and all that. I don't control them. Those who control this world, they are the ones controlling them. So when the truth is coming out, they will just take your page down. And I don't care. I don't. In natural sense, I'm telling you the truth. Just go and experience it yourself. Okay? And it will save you more money. You can save more money, okay? Go to vacations and all that. But if you don't eat right and you eat high carbs, please, all that money that you've saved, you take it to the witches and the wizards. What am I even talking about? You go to the hospitals. They will take your money and they will manage your sicknesses for you without giving you permanent cure. All right? I said the hospitals are good, but for emergency situations like fatal accident, okay, and maybe if you are going to give birth, we didn't need that. But now, since when we started consuming high carbohydrate food, our mothers lost the way. And now when you go to the hospital, they say they are going to do what? CX. Ibe chow. Ibe chow. Ye chow on swa. Ubi bia beweye. Wahon de ubi bia swati. Ye hojo. Nti obi a wakoma ya ne saa CX ni bi nyina wo de hwe omo. Ahode na nka omo wo first no omo ni biem eni ho. Ya hojo chese wo de ya o to sakula ya finish o. Mebua mu de mo amonka. All right? So, these are the food that you should be consuming, okay? The food you should be consuming, these are this. Okay, this is 1 egg. These are the food I'm talking about, okay? These are the food that you should be consuming daily, okay? I forgot to add the milk. I'm not talking about the processed milk. I'm not talking about the ones that they put it on fire. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the raw one coming from the cow, the goat, and sheep, and all that, okay? I know one will say there's a whole lot of lactose in it. Yes, the lactose in it, look, the breast milk itself has all the nutrients, everything in there. It has the fats, the proteins, carbohydrate, everything is in the breast milk. All right? So you can even decide to be on only milk and you are good. Okay? You can decide to be on only meat, beef patty, whatever. Chicken, goat meat, cow meat, turkey. Look, those are the food that when you consume, you are good. No ailments, no sicknesses, no diseases. The fish, okay, salmon, tuna, all that, you get everything from it. But I tell you what, I'm telling you, the egg contains 22 amino what? Acid. You have everything you can get from only consuming eggs. Okay, you can do raw eggs, because that's what I do. Raw egg. Okay. At first, I started with 2 raw eggs, but it wasn't helping. So what did I do? I upgraded it to 5 eggs. 5 in the morning, 5 in the evening. 5 in the morning, 5 in the evening. When I want to change inside, what do? I eat meat or fish. All right? That is what I do. If you can't do the raw egg, you can do what do you even call it? Scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs. Okay? Even butter. Butter is also good for us. Butter is good for us. My people back in Africa, please. We don't need margarine, because when we're consuming butter, they told us that butter is not good. All right, why? Because they told us that the fat is what? Is going to sleep. And anything that sleep is not good. But mind you, our body temperature is about 36 to 37 degrees, right? It's more than the weather outside this world. That's why they told us that, okay, what's in you or whatever is in you is bigger than what is outside of this world. The Bible said it, the Quran said it, Bhagavad Gita. Name them. All right? They are in there. Unless you don't want to read. But if you read, you will know the truth. And the truth will do what? Set you free. Just go there and do your own research, my people. Do your own research. All right? I'm not here to spoil anybody's business, but trust you me, if you eat this kind of food, you're going to save enough money for your own self. You don't need the doctors. You don't need them. Okay? I know it's a way of siphoning money from people. Because I don't even want to go there, because if I go there, it's a lot. Okay? Back in the colonization days and all that. Look, please, my people, read. Read. If you read wide, okay, that's where you're going to get or have enough knowledge. Okay? I'm telling you. All right? So please, that is it for the English part. Now to my people. Me brothers, my sisters, and I'm for nyina mesra mo. Menim say asa de we yaya che. Ye di aduane we ya che, de bia friend staple food. The fact say ye dia for 30, 40, 50 years. Na bibia anto ye ne nkyere say consequences no emba. The consequences are there. Okay? Because as a ye nyina no, sa wo my electrolyte no esa ana nkyere nsuo no esa wo mu pe. Aho na yale be start say ye den, ebobo rough. Mpompo, ebeba, diabetes beba, stroke beba, hepatitis. With the buboni nyina, bon se ni nyina ye den etoto aso. Because as anka wunyini no, se ni pedua no, yankopon asore dan a. Foundation bay, ene yedi ni pedua no esi so. Foundation ni den eduane die. Nti ye wo akwala a, obi ankyere no se yedi nu fo hye wonu a twen ana fo teche maye ni se na twen. Obi ankyere akwada sa akwada no nka so nim dada. Nti ode wo akwala nle na se onya baby a be 6 months ana 1 year. Opa fa jollof si nenim na fa ye fense akokọ nam fesi nchen. Akwala na obekọ akokọ nam no ho because akwala no mpo nim se emu ne nye ma no jollof rice ne nye ma no. But ye ma menum de koko sakura no hwe. Akwala no si ondi unimade ebe no ye so ne nan na yakekere ne nan ne nsa. Ye kekere na ma me na so no hwini sei. Na ye de ye hwie koko sakura no gu nenum. Sarelake. Tom Brown. Mo amombo mo amonim na mekan. You people know. Eduane a high carbs, carbohydrate food. Ebro eduane na meka wansam no. Ye so akwala no hwene ya so ne nan ya so ne nsa ye kekere no te se ye di gumu by force akwala nse mu plan me mu jai ye si da bi ye de be ma because adan ohia ne ahokere nti na ya sesegu akwala num wo de ma na akwala na befe so ye ba pepa asan aso akwala no hwene ne asan abie ne num ne ahwe egum akwala na oye de oni choice because oni ano de be kasa esu an na obesu nti afi de ofia na ohwe na ade na enye yi a na ade mu de ma no na wa me no saa because oswa ontumi nka nkere maame no ena maame no so nim se ade oye no o pla akwala no because nka ye my proteins anka ye yin na ye ni pedua na ye de eye fe but ye yin no na ye twentwom ye yin no na ahofe na ye de ba ye ni na ye de asesa ade ntia because ye duane na ye di no enye papa ye maame no start wo ye funu no mu o ena ye di pie no se ye ba ye no mo to aso ama ye koko sakura na nsare like na ekeka ho. Okay, enkofo bi business you. Enkofo bi business. Me ka kire wo. Me se ujai se aduane ni di. Na udi aduane ya me de gu ha yi. A wo hu kosua ne enam. A wo hu wo ho no. Eno na ebeboa wo. Eno na ebeboa wo. To fi se me boa me de me ka no kura kire wo. Because truth is an experience. Monko Kongo ho atu ne page ho. Me den link ato monko na monko hwe ne videos no. Wa bon hu de wura ba since 90 something 90 since 95 or so coming. Up till now ogusu bon hu de wuro. Mo de mo se monte ye. Because of kabona ye di ninti den na esi wo Africa ho yentumi ndwin ye adan yentumi ndwin ye hweye man no ye obi bia so ye na ye bre pa ye obi bia we have everything. Talk about natural mineral resources kai ye obi bia we have everything, but we are suffering. Omo kan no catch say yeah we are the poorest continent in Africa or in the world. Who told you that? Why na catch because you need esoteric leaders. Omutumo dwenhwe enim ehwe kan ehwe ne eba no enti omo no bibi omo ye bia is based on their stomach. Enti yetimemufo no omo ndwen ye ho. They don't care about you. And they are not going to do anything for you. I'm telling you. Omo ye bibi amaye. Nothing. And they are MPP NDC. And andeshwe bibi abedu. Over 60 something years. Ghana ye nipa nka wakwa retirement. Retirement nso ye ni hwe you don't have anything to show for it. Nti abrofo no kro mbisa say na den kra na bibi for ye contribute to asasi way. We contribute a whole lot too. Because black man in natural sense is very intelligent. Very, very intelligent. A melanated being. Now catch me say when you're intelligent. Now I don't know what is wrong with you. Okay? And I'm say slave trade in the buyer, ya best say ya papa no me ya na no bi mu koye. Omo koye no. And no more inventions ni bibia. It started from Africa. Bibia from Africa. Way back in Congo, Egypt. Let's read. Your problem is say you parking kind. You empa disua. And so me say bibini or pa disua. Because bibia ye hwehwe bia no ewo ya yemu. Bibia hwehwe bia wo yemu. Nti wo behu ni nyina ye de ewo ho. Me ba be video na me de send ya me ye meduane no me de beto amamu. Na monso monhwe na monso monye bi mbetumi aye. Is doable. All right? Ma oni pedua ho de ehia ho. Because one ma oni pedua no ne ho ehia ho a ochina beba ne ebeto no ompe. Ne ebeto no ompe. Because yale ne bra sister. I want to be say ona obehu watanfo eno adofo. All right? Because yes sis obi ben wa na efi den yale. Some person obekwa asopiti ni ade de a na make kan fa wo fa na no na beboa wo. Me ma ya aboa me. Enfa ho. Se me wo hia na me wo hi. Eduane amedi ye endra enne ehwe wo menim no. Right? Thank you. Eduane awusu di ye endra no enne ehwe wo menim no. Uye nipa ese ho ye fe. Who ye fed that? A melanated being. Melanin nemumu. Baby a bibini beko biano. Say what done it to sample in your better. We are holding quadia in your better, snow better. But bibini who say, oh, you're very, very important. Bibini de bia look down on himself or herself. And then say, yes, sir. Yes, I need it yet. Ya bosu ni ya hunfa. Yes, I need you. Yes, I need you. You're very powerful beings. Ye obi anwo ye o. Eno ya another topic for another day. Obi anwo ye. Ekwan ye fa so bedu ha no. Abafo na ya se ombehu. Sele omuhu. Omahwehwoma aba ye kurom se ombetu egudie. Ombefa ha. Omona masase na se ehwehwe nneoma. Eno mo hwehwe no. Omunya hu ye. Because apono gate ye den edida ho. And no me say no ya another topic for another day. All right? Nti mesremo. Na me kan about fat. There were two type of fat. Ewe ye nipeduam. Fat na me kan no, there were white fat and there what brown fat. White fat na yenya every high carbohydrate food yedi eburo aduane benku emo fufuo ni nyina e starch yo me nim say ni nyina e starch because first omo de banche breye no banche banche Holland for na de breye Holland for no e no de breye the Netherlands banche first omo de bae na ye na no mo nche den di o na ye de starch okay ye de paper bi kobo baby and signpost ye banche e na ye chi anaye noa na ye de nsuo na ye den ye de aye starch no na ye de afofam krata na chi ana paper na chi na ye de afam wo ho na atale nti ni nyina ye den aye starch say aduane na ye di na ya fa no high say world cup no ena ma ye yale no ena ma ye yale no esan say ye obi business nti okwa obeka che say wo say medwuma ba no kura nso na me ka kire wo no didi ye jai say aduane ni di na di aduane ye gu ade yisu kosua meat fish milk butter you saturated fat first no mka je say saturated fat no esan say denti no ekọ omu abeda omoboa saturated fat no ekọ omu a because say wo ni pedua no between 36 to 37 degrees no enti ekọ omu pe ebenane no mo twa ntra kire saa ma eja batadi e no ma bra margarine oni manyoma ye de ye margarine no e na ekunye utu kwan okọ kumasa na okota kwade okọ nkran na wato brodo se befu se nie first na mso meka ho butter bread obi ndi ncheme metonu befu anka meju tadi na mawe butter bread ni nyina mwe na mabọ nsu egu so na mfisa have arrived ya le satisfy so mu no na mi ame se ese msese meduane die na mejae brodo ni di brodo na ye die munjae brodo ni di o and ajese ekwa ko ferment o kolon ho o kolon no esua enwa mesrawo digestion no estatifu wonum ansa afaha ansa akọ inside okay so the gut bacteria na wo no omu hia carbo omu ntumi digest carbo no entina bebre constipation ekunye no constipation kwa na ye ma abansa aden na ye amaman na wo ye mu dada nti demo a wo ma na eduane carbohydrate food benku emo na fufuo ne sai eduane no na ufidi no na se mboa ne dose omu a den no mbe ye omu pe bebi aiden afa nti obi o ho a oni bema na obanda ada nanso yo kwa yesi wonya sexually transmitted infections STI adentia onfa bema onfa ne ho nka bema na obada enso kwa yesi wonya sa yale no aden eyeduane na wudi na eduane na wudi no kwa yesi ebemu antibiotic mpacho antibiotic nyema wo misrawo wo ye bema wo de obenhu na nsu ofite bi fi wo bema mu ye den eba wo de mayen komane yema antibiotic yen wo pan ye obeba within 3 months to 6 months ebi wo atumi kosuma ebi wo yinsuma within 3 months na asan den aba wo ho na wa discharge na nsu fi wo bema mu ba saa de ebi to me pen all right na yo oba asem ntia but na because of as a result of eduane na medi come there na obi ndi benku nchemi o benku hwe menya benku ni nkruma o de man benku ni hyeto ni mekwa ya anyam etwitwa je ni ade eguso na wa chenchi na mbe abrade na wa kumi kura na mfi se meye me ho edudo se na menim se meyale se meyale o na meyale papa ke meni hwe ohun meni na meni nyina high brown baby eye red meni kwesua na hwe so na say me yale ampa I was sick but through this man Congo watu me share the first video nanka me say na papa we asembe na okaka no because ade no ma ya che maka cha adwene say me programming ma adwene say saa nete Nti papa we kan na nka menya de kura am de bebo ne tirim. Na me prano. Na me say okay. What do I have to lose? Ma me nso nhwe, se me hwe na se me pe chindi o, e chinje de me pe me ni gye ho. Nti ne ono ka ni nyina na ye nkwa asem wo masom. But me a me koso hwe no, a me hu se, "Hey, sa de eboa." This am me buy first na nka me shenta de bobɔ so be 3 4. Ma sa hye coat bandan ya de eguso hwe ne. Me na me ni hwe. Awo wom kama. Anso awo no de me sisi a na mente awo no, me feel mpo. Odo se me nyandru the level na ese medru no. All right? This a temperature has a temperature no. Say kwada 23 ya me okay. All right? Akwa 20 ya me okay. I'm telling you the truth. And no more minimum ye adwuma they can attest to it. Bebre kwa bisa se na ade ne nyina ye hye ntade a we na wo de ntumi nche bi ade den na wo ye na me se ade a me ye no me ka kire wa bi a wonye. Tos den na me se aduane di ba ko. For 9 for manante ground ho fa ho ma wo papa fa ho ma maame na wo maame onim ne ohia asase no no a na edan no aduane ebedi obibia edan asase no. Den na endan asa bibia edan asase no bibia so asase no de maye nti asase no nim yale bia wo mu a asase no obesa wa yale nti wo ye be ma wo ye oba wo do na ntufo mu a first na ye ma me no me no mo ncha mpabuo o 18s and 90s mu wo eba no 70s 80s 90s wo eba na ye ma ye na no mo ncha mpabuo o mo na da form nti no mo yi che o mo san di aduane papa si a nkonkonteni ade ye dia ena sisi ahwe ma mo hwe ye mu de me ma wa experiment kitwe bi kokoye na wanka se me twa ntro na me tu mfutro gu ani o de kwama yanka na koto dompe o betumi ato half pound o to wi a mo nche mu mienu dompe no mu nche mu mienu o befi a ye nchini nsuo si nchen na ye sugar nsuo so ye den fesi nchen uwi a dompe na ya chemu mienu no fa half gu ha fesi wo for 1 week per 1 week me ma sa experiment we 1 week wo be kwa akwhwe no wan kase ba ba mu na ewo ma kire me nchen ne be den e be preserve dompe no enwa no ba akwhwe sugar de na e be no dompe ni be honhono be wuhuru ayemlemle. Nti imagine say we di say aduane we ya for so many years ama de bia udompe no eno na ekomu ekoso ekwa wi udompe no nti bisa won say senia wo de si ho 1 week mana anoa dompe no saa na akọ na ewo mu no so eno udompe nti na ye hia na ye yale no experiment na me de ama no me se wan kasa kokoye na beka mu na ewo mu kire me Same boa na wanka so abeka. Omuka kire se nchene nye na odi nchene a obeye high blood pressure. Wo ye den ya obeye sei. Se wo matu mfutru egu yeni. Ena sugar nkoa na de bia ye die bibia esi kire wom aden. Eduane bia esi kire wom aden. Emo benku fufuo akplen wo plen banchi chese ye de ye bibia na ye friend no staple food Nigeria fun de omo ya de kakra because omo the meat ni more, right? Meat ni ye more. It doesn't balance the situation. Anka udi akabo no hia kitwe bi upempo amendi mpo because ye ni pedua no sugar ohia no e ya atede ba akopɛ sei 1 tablespoon ba akopɛ sei ene ye hia. And udi proteins na sa sugar na ohia no proteins na abema sugar bema sa atede ba ko no ade bema wo science. All right, science. nti mentine chire na nunu hu nka nje se na we de asembe na okaka no me ka no kwa na chire wo nti white fat no obe store energy wo mu sa energy no wo a wonye farmer wo a wonye carpenter adwuma wonye mason adwuma enso wadi kabo ya wodi na odi akwada ebe sister enu ntina hu hia nda bebre no wodi a na ada so because wo beda abeda so ma wada woda hu hia 8 to 10 hours and say you are need to me adagese aden you don't need it udi protein say aduane na wada cha 3 to 4 hours eye wo sole a high energy we adwuma wo mle wo wonte blempo because me maye na me ka kire wo na ewom se me menye yanka me betena am ka kire wo maye na me hu ne mfaso ewom na me ka kire wo se unji ndia wankasa kokoye ntina me say truth is an experience any information with the information na ma na se wankwaya obeye de nya experience no nti kona kokoye na jaa tu no na oti ho wo ye no say ye ma me no media mbe wanka omanwu on say obi a wanyi wo Ghana ho bia na Africa bia hwe omunyina atwentwom omanim nyina atwentwom o de jo ho metiase but ubewu a ewa na o decide say mbewu ana menwu o pesa otena se cha didiye it's about nutrition didiye idiane be na man say kwaso na kodi carbono mesi jai carbono di benku ne fufuo ne emo ne ade na wudi no eno kula ese o sika kwaso koto emo one bag esen ukoto ebro bag esen fasa scan ne fakoto kosua fato nam to meat wode onye scan to fish na because ye mpeni for no o ma adwen sabe menim bebi ewo ye wepo eda bebia o Ghana ho nanso sell ye ntumi nto na monwe common fish ye ntumi nto nwe salmon ni tuna ye tena ho ma abrofi besisa sa neoma se we na adeko meat so anka ese ne bo eyefu na ye nyina ye bidi no eno sususu a ne bo ayeden aden because state farms are kwame nkruma ye ni nyina both NDC and NPP nyina den no mo ye o ma se ni nyina hojo no ti nkruma kai say no nim say Ghana for per milk anka or ye pipe to bi afie na nka milk ayeden afa ho aba but vision na kwame nkruma wo no sa leaders here o ma be they don't have one bit omo ni bi nti omo say ni nyina ende hwe ye ye na egu ono nti brown fat no udi proteins say nduane a ebe ye oden ebe ma more energy anyi na obehunu wo ukon ne o ye fence wa basa no abeti ya wo na obehunu say brown fat na den ahyehye ebe hyehye o kama because udi more proteins na ebe ma o gas system no are strong immune system no be strong because uhia fat anwa ne your bad one e good one na your friend no white adipose tissue no and your white fat eno nye maw ba odi proteins no na ebe ma brown fat no ebe ma more energy na more heat eche say ekọ umu a ema yale anye den embetina umu enwa no enwa odi sanduane na yale bia nu a beba umu da na san fa na ntu fom nante na ja tu no ana me dem na ntu fom oba mpame me dem na ntu fom aba me bia mpame eno na wo bre no enu nti na wo bre no ende wi abokakra mame na akwala no ona mawie ma oba yale oba hwan no hifa no oba yale ya nante awie mu saa ya ba yale anka yale ya nante awie mu saa ende ya yira ye kwan no ewi aboka kitwe bia na me ho hyehye me ho hyehye because wadi carbonu ache nti sugar na doso umoja enu nti ewi ane bokitwe bia na ho hyehye ho papa ewi o papa egwaw ewi ano umoja no egwaw eno na egwaw because we didi enye nti ewi ane bebo obo a na chese wankasa no be said de bia woduane nsuo you ne ka wo body pe na wo shake na wo popo aden because sugar na dosun wo mu nti wo ya ho hwe yeye why menua why ya che no nche say no kore no nti wo yale a de bia na yese yasan the supplement class abramo wa bra udin say nduane a obenya sa all the supplement all these nutrients you will get it from all these food groups ose wompe dem bi na wope wanka se didiye na me unko hospital because ejana wo mu no umuja no anya umuja no umuja na efe no umuja na ya asesa ya kasa ya say moja anya moja aya umuja ejana wo mu no that is the fire keep it burning jana wo mu no manin dare se jana dare wo mu a yale bia is out be keep yale ni nyina out a simple logic a science bibia ye bia is about science you minia men down why they are dada wache a watwa odidi matam no opa di matam na ese me de fam ho me ka no kora na akiraw na won pe no kora no nti sa na beye metiase because me so first day I met say asem no like na me feel say na asem be nkwa na akwa we okeka no I say okeka nkwa asem what you say me feel say akwa na okeka nkwa asem ba me a me try ya me hu yem say say na me di nkwa asem ache say na me di nkwa asem na eden ache but ube hu no kra na ba mo waye de hye o ba mo waye de hye nti isi ana eduane ese odi ayekosua unye ska wode boto misi ska na wode boto emu eburo atokon ne sa eduane no me pa cho fato kosua enam meat na daso oba bedemase echiri all right because I know can be save you more money. Be save you more money. All right? Okay. Me mam video we sa video we na ediane a me ye no obi se me nche no sane ye na me ye ya me de kire no. All right? Tembe ba mo wanka sa wa den. Wetie. Bibini mpa disua. Okana kura che bibini a na adwene ne se bia otu mfuturo gura heden egunini but ni nyina ye right okay enti we enie ade a meye no okay folks this is fish, this is salmon fish, and these are the ingredients you need: black pepper, oregano leaves, this is salt, okay, plain salt, and you also need butter. This is butter, and you also need fresh coconut oil. This is the coconut oil, okay? Then, so this is what you do. First, you put your pan on fire, and you dip a small amount of olive oil inside the pan, okay? That's it. It's in the pan already, okay? Then, you sprinkle your black pepper on top of the fish. You turn it over, you sprinkle some over it there, and you also use the salt, okay, to sprinkle a bit. If you need, or if you want the salt, you can sprinkle it on it. If you don't want it to, you can't use it, okay? So that's what is going on. So as you can see, I'm in my regalia already, okay? Okay, so we need to turn the heat up higher so that we can get the maximum out of the fish. Of course, if you want it to brown, then you can turn it on. You can put it on higher frequency. If you want it to be low or not brownish, you can also turn it lower, or you can lower the heat. So, as a small amount of oil have already dissolved in the pan, so that you won't get sticky stuff or sticky fish, you need just small amount, okay, of it into the pan. So after we sprinkle everything, this is what we do. Okay, you put it in there. Yes. And lest I forget, we also need garlic, tomatoes, and onions. Okay, so this is what we use the garlic. So this our garlic. We just take 3 of it, as you can see. Then you're going to mash the garlic, okay, with a knife like this. You're going to mash it, okay. As you can see, this is our mashed garlic, so we're going to sprinkle it on it, okay. There's it. So this is how I want to see my fish, or I like my fish to be brown like this. Okay, so it's almost done. So we're gonna use the butter, okay, on it. Guys, this is our butter. We put the butter in there. So we are waiting for it to melt. So you can apply it on the fish. Okay, as you can see, it's melting. Okay, this is what we do. Just apply it on it, like this. Let me turn up the heat so that we can have what we're looking for, okay? I like to have so much butter, so that's what I do, so you can see that I'm doing it. Okay. Yes. Now our fish is done already, okay? Our fish is done. If you like, you can turn it upside down, but the butter is in the pan, so as you can see, everything is moving along smoothly. So yeah, that's how you're going to find it. So I turn down the heat, and then I put them here. Because I like onion and tomato, so we get onion and tomato, Our fish is done already. So we add a little bit of oregano leaves on top of the fish like this. Okay, they are all natural spices. All right. So after that, put the onions and the tomatoes into smaller pieces and add it into the oil. Okay, so you can see. Okay, I have the tomatoes and the half goes over here inside the fish. Okay, and this one, the other half goes inside the butter. So, as you can see, the onions also goes in there, right? Okay. I like onions and tomatoes too much, so bear with me. It's not by force. You can also add a little bit in garnishing, okay? Inside there. Okay? That's what you got. And we turn up the heat. Okay? So it can be on the fire for like almost a minute or two. Or it depends on how you want it to be cooked. Okay? How many minutes you want it to be cooked. So this is it. Alright. This avocado, I'm going to use it on it. So I'm going to cut them into smaller pieces and use it to garnish it. Okay? There is it. As you can see, it has simmered a bit. And I'm just going to transfer everything inside here. Okay, and then if you like, you can add egg. Okay, you can do scrambled eggs and add it on top of the fish. Okay, because you need omega-3 fatty acid. You need more of it. The cholesterol, you need more. Okay. So simmer it down and just bring them out like this. Okay, like that. Avocado. Okay, I'm going to put, you can see, all 5 eggs. Okay, and I'm going to put it in there like that. So we are doing our scrambled eggs. Okay, so scrambled eggs and this now when who hono if the end part in this one black any. So guys, as you can see, this is scrambled eggs. Okay, and it's done. This is it. This is our fish, our scrambled eggs, our onions and tomatoes. This is the fish. This is the avocado. Okay, the avocado is rich in. It's not. There's not much fat in the avocado. It's polyunsaturated. Okay, and whatever I use saturated fat from animals. So butter is one. The virgin coconut oil. That's the only two that I used in making the meal. So this is it. Thank you. Subscribe to the channel, like, and share the video for others to also share. Thank you. I'll come your way once again. Do this and you are good, because you don't need carbohydrates, more carbohydrates in your system, okay? Get rid of the carbohydrates, okay? Those are gonna kill you. It's gonna cook your bones. But if you eat proteins alone, it's going to build your muscles, build everything, okay? That's where you're gonna get all your vitamins, your minerals, everything. You get it from there, from the proteins, not carbohydrates, okay? Another hono. Another hono. All right. No krenwa another hono. Bibini. Oka no kreche na. Mpese obefa. And all these seed oils and fried corn, canola oil, vegetable oil, mpacho. Oye bia ni wewo plant mu mpacho. Oye bia ni wewo plant mu ni nyina anye. Oye la uhia ankasa oye la esi ho a eboto so a eda na ewi agba etume nane. Eno na oye la esese udi. Oye be na meka ho asem no. We my hu video da for Facebook me yen da. Ada ho nti upa akoko na akoko hwe. Kubiangwa aye baako. Kubiangwa zomi. Anangu koko, red oil, na palm nut oil. Any ajongo. Uwi a na wape we aka ho yefense nkuto. Nkuto share butter. Eno na ena nanom na omudi ye aduane e maye. Because no say aduane odi ye aduane a ema winyi che obi bia ye kama. Because it's saturated fat e ko mu a enda banana kama aye adwuma na ese ye nipeduam. Ena ye jaidi na sisi akofa fried corn ne canola oil ne vegetable oil mpacho ni nyina ni miam se ni amiken. They will come and attack me, but me dem family ho bie no betumi ni sa me. Right? If you're on the side of the truth, be no awusuro. Kanokora no kire wonua. Na no na ebeboa no na ebeje ne nkwa. Mem se bebre bubefu. Ba sa oye na seed oye se ni ade mu di no. Eno enema mu yale bebre no o. Fibroid we oba fibroid de chese wo de wo fa no kwa. Fibroid enam se udi sa oil ninti fibroid in there eno na wo chesha ama on because wa me udi kabo o san di ayi sa oil yi ka ho de asan de chese two trouble one god. Enti me ba mo nchen ya mewie me say wo any question bia fa kwa comment section ho oba like video no boso share na obi so nya bi man selfish na wonkwa ontena so share na nkwa akire na unu abi so nya bi nhwe why madam ase I'll come your way with more nutrition facts and more stuff. Okay, so you see I be so nya ma bebre adwene no ya adwene no ye be ye ho adwuma ya na ebetumi aye obi enu oba ba ya maye. All right, ntim dem ase say my number 1 this ABNGO TV. Subscribe na we should grow the channel. Thank you all.